Jumbo, 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 Heaven High. Welcome to Cleveland Talk Radio, Voices of the Black Diaspora. My name is JoJo Kofi Badu. With me is Sister Tony Muhammad. And we're here, we're going to be with you for another 58 minutes. And we're going to be talking any and everything. We can bring some information to you, but we want you to participate. We want you in the second 15 minutes. So we open the telephone lines and then we are going to get you involved. Now there's so much to talk about and so much to share with you, but you got to sit back, you got to relax, you got to get involved, because the only way to make a difference and a change in our society is that we must get involved. We must get our leadership involved. And I'm here to talk about one particular black man who has been involved, who is involved with education for black people. I'm talking about a national leader. I'm talking about no other than Farrahkan, the leader of the Nation of Islam. And I know I'm surprising a whole lot of people here because I did not prepare others for this. I didn't even prepare Sister Tony for this because she's supposed to know. If she don't know, then she's going to be in trouble with me also. We're talking about a great black man. There are black men out there who are doing things to make our people aware of the conditions that we are in, the conditions that we face. But this one black leader in particular, Farrakhan, a very, very dynamic brother, but others say that he is controversial. Well, we can talk about controversial, we can talk about controversy, we can talk about a great black man. Now, who is leadership? Who is a leader? Who is a leader that tells the truth to black America, to awaken black America on issues concerning the growth and freedom of black America? That's my question to you. I know the answer, you know the answer, those of you out there who know, but let me just lead it on. That black man is none other than Farrakhan. Again, he is the leader who tells the truth to black America, to awaken black America on the issues concerning the growth and the freedom of black America. But do you listen to Farrakhan? How many of you out there listen to the teachings of Farrakhan? But even if you listen, do you practice what you listen to? Do you do what you listen to? Do you practice what you listen to? Again, I'm going to lead on. The phones are lighting up already, all your calls. But what does Farrakhan want? What does Farrakhan want? What do you practice? But do you practice what you listen to? You know, the minister can bring so much to you, but do you practice that? And what does he want? I have another one here. Why does Christians disbelieve Farrakhan, a black leader whose only sin against the white man is to awaken the children and the children of slaves and set them free? That is his only sin. You know what I mean? Quote and unquote sin. To awaken the white man, to teach the white man about, and the white man is listening, to teach the white man about the black man and the things that the black man is facing. But his only sin against that white man is to awaken the children of slaves and set them free. Now, Sister Tony is going to shed some light on a lot of things. You know, and you, the caller out there, is going to set some light on a lot of things. But the question again is, freedom from what? I want to say freedom from the poisons of this society. Freedom from the sicknesses of this land. Freedom from the Sodom and Gomorrah lifestyle that has been placed in our vision, placed in our minds. And that's another question. And I have another answer. And another question. Has Farrakhan Nation of Islam has a militia? Do they sell drugs or import drugs? Do they have prostitution and gambling and crimes against the people? Does the Nation of Islam has these things? Does it have a militia? Is there fear of anything that they have to get guns and left, right soldiers preparing for a war? Though we at war? But do they sell drugs or import drugs and prostitution, gambling and crimes against the people? Huh. Does the Nation of Islam sell alcohol and beer and pork products? What has Farrakhan ever done to the black man? For example, the white man does evil things to black people every day. Does the Nation of Islam do evil to you? Now, I want you out there who's listening to know that my name is JoJo Kofi Badu. I'm a black man. I am not a Muslim. I am not a Christian, but I believe in truth. And truth is a power. And I believe in that power that comes from God. And truth, knowledge can make you the best. If you have knowledge and the knowledge is of not truth, then you will be a part of this knowledge to yourself. Freedom is one thing. Knowledge and freedom makes you something else. But no knowledge and you think you're free, that's a problem. No knowledge and you think that you're free. That's the problem. I got some more questions. I got some more answers, but I'm going to take calls. I'm going to take this one call. You on the air? Hello? Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
That's good. You know, I can listen to you all night because, brother, you make sense, you know. You're a very highly intelligent brother, and I'm so proud of you. And I think you're doing such a marvelous job. Really, I do.
Thank you, brother.
And what I want to say is, like you said, Louis Farrakhan, he did nothing to no one. This is a religious brother. He speaks the truth, and the truth shall set you free if you let it set you free. And Louis Farrakhan is a great leader. I respect the guy. I listen to the brother because the brother make a lot of sense, and that's my comment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Well said. I mean, not about me, about the brother. Well said. Now I'm gonna take another caller. You're on the air. You're on the air. You're on the air. I guess that caller went someplace. I'm gonna take another one. You on the air?
Hello, Mr. Badu.
Yes, sir.
It's Fred.
Yes, Freddie. How you doing?
Oh, no good, no good. I kept in hell like all the rest of the black men on the planet Earth.
All right. This pertains to Farrakhan?
This pertains to, not pertaining to Farrakhan.
Yeah, we're talking about Farrakhan tonight, Fred. Okay, Fred?
I have one comment to make.
Oh.
But just a minute.
Just about Farrakhan now.
Huh?
About Farrakhan.
No, I want to say something about about our history. How about that?
Okay, Fred, go ahead. Make it short now.
And I won't miss Muhammad there. Please check me out at the library. Before the American Civil War, you had Muslims in this country that owned black slaves. These were these white Muslims from the Middle East, looked like white Arabs. You had Jews that owned slaves. You had the Catholics that owned slaves, all kind of religions. And they rose with General Robert E. Lee to fight the Union to try to maintain slavery. They fought in Antietam and Gettysburg and Bull Run. The fact of the matter is, all of this is in history too, is in the Library of Congress, and is in our history books. The Muslims and the Arabs were deep involved in the black slave trade. The Muslims used to capture our ancestors out of black Africa, right where the Democratic Congo is now, and Uganda. They used to sell these slaves. They used to convert our great-great-grandfathers to Islam. And they would sell these slaves to Christians, to Catholics and Baptists and other Christians from Europe, and they convert them to Christianity.
Right, but they all were...
You know what? Let me tell you something. Don't forget now what I said. President Abraham Lincoln was asked when the Battle of Gettysburg was over, what we going to do with these Jews and Muslims we killed here in this battle? He said, bury them in the same hole. So what the hell? They all owned slaves. The white Arabs owned slaves. They were Muslims. The white Jews owned slaves. They fought some of them, not all of them, but some Jews fought and wrote with General Robert E. Lee, and thank God it's in our history books. It's in the library right downtown there. So all of them involved in the black slave.
All right, Fred, I got another call coming in.
Civil War.
All right, Fred, I got another call coming in. Thanks, Fred. Fred is a historian of his own kind, and I like Fred because he brings some things out, brings a lot of truth out, you know. They were all involved in the slave trade. It was Muslims and Christians and Catholics and Baptists and everybody. They all were involved in the slave trade. But in the year 2000, slavery continues, and there's a man, a Muslim man, who is waking people up. His name is Farrahkan. Now again, this is JoJo. JoJo ain't no Muslim, he ain't no Christian, he's of God. Some people say you can't go to God unless you go to his son Jesus Christ, but I've been to Jesus Christ and I'm with God now. And I'm going to take another caller. You on the air?
Brother Badu.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Brother Farrakhan implies to the white man.
What's your name again?
My name is Jeffrey.
Go, Jeffrey.
Yes. Brother Farrakhan implies to the white man and to the world in general as a person of power and intellect. Now, key word here being powerful. There are truths that Brother Farrakhan is willing to disseminate to a people that have traditionally been oppressed. Now, Brother Farrakhan could have been a Christian, he could have been a Buddhist, he could have been anybody.
It's true.
But he's standing up for people in a society or culture that has traditionally oppressed black people. Brother Farrakhan would be called by all individuals who are oppressing a rogue. Why? Because he is powerful enough, his message is powerful enough to bring light to a certain people who have been oppressed traditionally. Now, the white media hypes that up, and they make black people afraid of Brother Farrakhan because there's some black people who are to view and to walk in the truth that an individual could have been Farrakhan, could have been Martin, could have been Malcolm, it could have been anybody, W.E.B. Du Bois, you know, just roll them on down the line. If they were for black people and they were willing to take a stand and speak to the people from their hearts and their knowledge, and that is truth, real knowledge is truth, and truth can be scary to the oppressor. So I'd like to go with this. Brother Farrakhan doesn't have to be a Muslim. It's just that he's speaking some truths that bring about a people, and he is perceived as by the white man as being powerful. Therefore, he is a threat to their way of living. Gotta go. Love your show.
Love you too.
You know, I like, if you indulge me here, there's a little paragraph here in this article, The Aim of the Enemy, in the Final Call, May 30th issue. It says, he's speaking about when he went to Africa and Asia and with the message of atonement. It says to help settle the conflict between Muslims and Christians and between the different tribes. Congressman Gus Savage, who was with me, this is a quote from the article. Congressman Gus Savage, who was with me during the first part of this tour, took me into a room on our chartered plane and said to me, I always believed that you could unite black people in America. I did not know your power in Africa. And if you have this same power in the Arab and the Muslim world, you are the most dangerous man on the planet to these forces that rule by divide and conquer. So when you get back to the United States, they are going to jump on you with both feet. He told the truth. For when I returned to the media again, attacked my trip with such viciousness that many friends that we had gained from the Million Man March either were neutralized or were so upset that I, in their eyes, squandered an opportunity for general acceptance by visiting these so-called rogue nations. You know, and that's what happened. The government jumped on him. They changed the laws because he was supposed to get some money. He is a threat to, like you said, the powers that divide, that rule by divide and conquer.
Well, Jesus was a threat also to the system of that time.
Exactly.
And Jesus did what he had to do, and they killed him.
Exactly.
You know, the number here is 578-8255 and 578-1414. The name of the program is
Voices from the Black Diaspora.
I got ya.
Almost got me.
Voices from all the Black Diaspora. Because we, the children of the children who were brought to be slaves until we died, are the children of the Black Diaspora. I want to go on and ask this question. AIDS is killing Black America. Is Farrakhan killing you? Is his words of wisdom killing you or awakening you? Their drugs is killing Black America. Is Farrakhan bringing drugs? Is he killing you? Alcohol leads to violence that is killing Black America. Is Farrakhan doing that? You got to look at the people who are doing these things to your community, to your society, to Black America. Black America does not go out and bring drugs to America. Black America, nor does the Nation of Islam go out and bring drugs to America. I don't go out. Do you? We have a problem. We listen to those who want to keep us in chains, but those who want to set us free, we got a problem.
That's right.
I'm going to take this call before we move on. Caller, you on there?
Hey, what's happening?
I'm great.
How you doing?
I think the early criticism of Farrakhan had to do with him criticizing the Jews and the Zionists.
Right.
His link with Muammar Gaddafi in Libya, am I right or wrong?
Right.
But see, we come to find out later on that even Kwesi and Fumi had a problem with the weight of the input of African Americans in their projection on television in terms of the Jewish influence. So obviously Farrakhan was right in terms of the influence of how Jews and their relationship between African Americans. And I think a lot of people want to say it was anti-Semitic, when in fact they were trying to control and dominate the economy. Number one aspect. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
But as far as I think a lot of people have to deal with the culture in this country. A lot of people say you use drugs and you do this, that, and the other because you want to do it, not because it was a thing with the CIA or anything like that. I mean, even during the 60s when he was with the Elijah Muhammad movement, I think a lot of people were scared of Farrakhan because we basically been colonized. I said on an earlier show that we watch over 50 hours, the average African American watches over 50 hours of television. So, you know, for them to embrace Farrakhan I don't see how they can do it when they watch that much television.
Yep.
I remember when I was growing up as a kid, a lot of people wanted to move out to Lee Harvard, Mount Pleasant, Ludlow. They're more concerned about better education. This was at the same time the height of the Elijah Muhammad movement.
Right.
So I think a lot of people have the society in itself of what they've told Africans here has been totally contradictions in terms of what they've got in public education through segregation in the South. I like to know the message of Elijah Muhammad, the message of Farrakhan is competing with a black bourgeoisie or black middle class message. And how do we overtake that? Because it stalled. Even in the 60s with the civil rights movement and people moving out, get out of segregation, moving out to Cleveland Heights. And a lot of African Americans, like ain't nothing wrong with Jews, a lot of them did maids for Jews, and they work in the 60s and even today.
Right.
And I think a lot of people feel that there's nothing wrong with that. They feel Farrakhan is crazy. Not only because they watch TV, because they feel that they have their measurement of success is getting a house in Beachwood and sending their kids to college. I mean, how do we overcome that?
All right. All right, thank you.
It seems as though we need to reevaluate our value system and to get education, because when you measure it by, like you say, your material things, then you're obviously measuring from the wrong perspective. We have to realize the values that we should hold should not be material. As long as when we go out to get an education, just like I did finish, the other day, when you go out to get an education, you should go out with the intent to serve, not the intent to get paid.
Right. Come back and do for hours.
When I was telling people what I want to do, they were like, well, you don't want to get paid. Well, no, it's not mine. I'm not looking at the pay. I'm looking at what I can do to help the people.
People believe that money is everything. Everything is your soul. And once you give your soul back to your people, you are happy. Money takes care of bills. Money takes care of the things to keep yourself clean, maybe.
How many people out there got a lot of money and no happiness?
And they're sick. They have all kinds of cancers and all kinds of stuff. They sold their soul to the devil. But all these things are being done to the black man of America by your enemy, the money-sucking, money-grabbing white man who is preparing you and your children for prison. His prison. We have a problem with that. But I want to ask you, is Farrakhan doing that to you? Is Farrakhan going to educate you on how to get out from this white man's madness? So then why don't you believe in a man who is awakening the people, not just of North America, the people of the world, the black people? And that's one thing that is missing. The belief in what is happening to us. Can you see what is happening? Can you feel what is happening in this society? How many of our young men are going to be taken away to the concentration camps, like the way the Jews were taken away to the concentration camps? How many of our young men are going to be dropped out of school or failed or expelled out of school because of they might be angry or they go off on something and they get kicked out of school? How many of our young men are going to march one behind the other into the cemetery and we sit back and do nothing about it because they want you to keep on being ignorant? There's a sign in everybody's yard, not in everybody's yard, but I know this is going to cause some eyes to look at me. I'm going to say it. There's a sign, election sign says, elect Jesus as your Lord and Savior. But my question, when you elect Jesus as your Lord and Savior, then what? Is that going to pull us together to save our children from the madness that's out there? Knowledge of the truth can set you free of the madness out there. There's only one man alive today that I know of who is teaching people how to be free of their madness. And yet black people choose to listen to the madness from the oppressors' children, from the people who brought them into slavery's children. We tend to believe others who lies to us, but we don't believe in our black leaders who are awakening us.
Willie Lynch lives.
Willie Lynch lives? Let's slaughter Willie Lynch. Caller, you're on the air. You're on the air. You are on the air.
Hello, JoJo.
Yes, sir.
This is Bill Potts.
Bill Potts, how you doing?
Okay.
Man from the Crusader.
Yes, JoJo. I was looking at what you were saying there on the air. No one can, in their right mind, can blame Farrakhan for the drugs that comes in our community. We have to look at the black people that accept these drugs and then trade them off to our blacks. That's where the problem is. Right. You know, we are worst enemy. We take the drugs and we go out to listen to some of the white people that bring the drugs in the country and put them in our community. And then we let our youth stand on the corner and sell them legally. They legally sell drugs every day. Because if it was illegal, it wouldn't be there. So we have to look at that. That is what's happening to us as a people. We support those people by going to them in the drug community where they stand on the corner and buy their drugs. You know, and then in turn go and buy the Toyotas, the Lexus, and the Cadillacs, and all the other gold chains and everything else. And the money that you take away from your kids and family to support the drug suppliers. Right. You can't fault anyone but us, the community. Right. You can't fault Farrahkan. You can't fault the politician. You can't fault anyone. Right. I mean, I talked to the politician. I asked them, do you want help in your community? They said, we get the help. So then the law allow them to sell these drugs. They take them downtown and they take them down there, keep them for maybe 24 hours or whatever, and release them back to the streets. What's happening with the money?
It's all a big hustle.
Has it ever been where the courts or anyone say where the drug money is going?
It's all
All right, Bill. Thank you on that. That's a big question. Where's the money going?
It's all a value thing. Like I say again, you know, the drug dealers, they're not really looking at it like I don't believe they feel that they're harming them when they look at it as a business. They making money. They say they making cheese. Big pimping making cheese, I think my son said. But they're looking at it from the materialistic standpoint again. If they looked at it from the point of helping their community, they wouldn't do it. I wouldn't sell drugs to you if I knew what it's going to do to your mother, to make your mother not care for you. But I don't care about that. All I care about is making some money and buying my mother a big house and a nice car and a big fur coat. We got to change the value systems.
We got to change the materialistic minds that they set in us. You know, and when black people were freed of slavery, they tried to get everything the white man had, and this continues right down to today. The white man had whatever he had, black man won too. Today, white man got one car, black man said, I need 3. White man got a big house, black man said, I want 2 big houses. Right. You know, just him and his wife and 2 children, but he want 2 big houses. We got to remove that mindset.
It goes back, it reminds me about the joke my mother told about the white man's ice is cold, and we just believe anything that he has is better and that we have to get it. You know, she was telling me today, matter of fact, on Farrahkan letter, when they said kids say the darndest things, they asked the little black boy, what did he want to be when he grew up? And he said, a white man. He said, a white man? He said, why is that? He said, because my mama said, N-A-S. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how a lot of, I find out a lot of people.
What's that word? The N-word?
The N-word and the
S-word? N-S? Oh, I want to say that so bad, but I know different.
But a lot of people believe that, and they like Ojo always say, we hate ourselves. We have a self-hatred that runs so deep. We really need some help.
We have been betrayed so many times by people who are supposed to be our people also. So we hate what's in us. We hate ourselves. Ooh, I don't want to be black. I want to be, oh no, give it to me. I'm black and stay black.
Black and proud.
Black, beautiful, and proud. And you know that beautiful word I like to use? Black, beautiful, and proud. That's me.
Politically incorrect.
We're talking about Louis Farrakhan, a black leader who is awakening the minds of black people. And black people are so full of it. Some black people, that is, those people who believe in Jesus Christ, and so those people who are some other Muslims also, who don't like the man because the man talks the truth. Well, a lot of people don't want you to know the truth, because if you know the truth, then you're going to change.
That's right.
But if you don't know the truth, you can remain in the madness. Knowledge of the truth can set you free of the madness. So if you want to remain in the madness, that's up to you, but don't blame me. Freedom from the madness means freedom from drugs. Do you want to be free of drugs? You mean, a lot of people say every day, them drug boys down there. Do you want to be free of drugs? Do you want to be free of alcohol? Do you want to be free of cigarettes? Let me tell you this. Nation of Islam members don't do the evil that has been placed in the community. I've never seen them do drugs. I've never seen them do alcohol. And I've never seen them smoke a cigarette. So with Farrakhan's teachings, that's cutting into billions of dollars. That's too good. So they want to keep that madness. And that madness messes up your health. And when your health is messed up, you're on your way down, baby. So you got to start listening to truth. Because truth will set you free. You know, truth can awaken you. And black America does to hear the truth. Does need to hear the truth. They need to hear the truth of all the evil that was given to us. I say give it up and give it back. Give up the madness. Give it back to those who have given it to the black community. I'm saying this. You see the billboard with alcohol displayed in the black community? Tear it down. It doesn't need to be up there in the black community. Tear it down. Remove it from the black community. And I'm saying, give it back to the white man. Just give it back to him and say, listen, we don't need it. Why don't you put it up in your community so that your children can look at it? You take the malt liquor out of the black community. Please give it up. Take it and give it up in the white community.
White communities don't have malt liquor.
They
give us that garbage.
Right.
And
but we accept. We so go for. We gophers, and we need to stop being gophers.
And want to say, well, I only drink a couple of beers.
A couple of beers sets you up to do violence.
Just need to stop.
Once you put beer in your system, you're telling them to take control of you. Fill their jails with you. That's what you're doing. You need to take your black behind away from all that madness and set yourself free. There's a newspaper that circulates out there. It's called The Final Call. It's not just about the Nation of Islam. It's about the things that are affecting black people that has to deal with
internationally.
And that's internationally, Sister Tony said again. Universally, internationally.
Right.
And you know, I've read that paper years ago before I even got involved in this. And it has given me that wake up. That's why it's called A Final Call. I think that I may have been going on the road down differently, but I started reading facts and reading things about what's happening that motivated me.
That's right.
You know, and it's still motivating me because I'm learning as I go along.
You know, the sad part about it is the people that need to read this won't even touch it.
It's true. The people who are supposed to hear this program is not even there.
Say people spit on them, people call them names when they're out there trying to sell the paper. It is ridiculous.
Well, everybody ain't got the same sense now. Right. You know, there are black people out there who are a bunch of fools, do a lot of foolish stuff, but they can be waking up They can be awakened, but we got to keep going. Sister Tony, we can take this call. You're on the air.
Hey, this is Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Hey, Big Mike.
Sister Muhammad and Brother Badu.
Yes, sir.
You know what? The people are lost. A lot of them are just lost. You can take a horse water, but you can't make it drink.
Right.
You know.
No. We have changed that.
Well, yeah, I hear you, but you know, some of them are just going to be lost.
Lost and turned out.
Because, you know, we need leadership like Farrahkan represents, and, you know, self-determination, self-preservation, that type of thing. But the problem with our people is, you know, since after the Civil War, you know, the Willie Lynch, you can really see the Willie Lynch syndrome set in. You know, the slaves were saying, well, what are we going to do? We're going to have to stay on the plantation because we don't know what's out there.
That's right.
You know, that's what we've been taught. That's what we know. That's
all we know.
You know, it's easier.
So they don't want to take that chance and know what's out there.
Right, we don't have to think for ourselves and just do what we're told and take our weapons and,
Mike,
you know.
Mike, you're so right. You said the right phrase there. We don't want to think for ourselves. You know, we don't want to think for ourselves. We need to think for ourselves and do for ourselves. Go ahead, Mike.
And, you know, the other point I wanted to make was, you know, we can just forget about the Ku Klux Klan, you know, just ignore them because the Ku Klux Klan right now really is just a social club. They want to sell some tapes, get publicity so they can, you know, raise some money and put some money in their pockets. But when you look at, you know, what the Ku Klux Klan is doing these days, they ain't running around shooting and lynching, you know, anybody in the black community. I mean, matter of fact, they march down Kensington or St. Clair, they probably get shot to pieces and robbed. Not probably, they would.
They will.
I mean, you know, so, you know, let's be realistic. We're doing it to ourselves. Black on black crime. I mean, in the 200-300 years, you know, 200 years of the Klan's existence, they haven't, you know, put all that, just say 100 years. In 100 years, add up all the lynchings and murders and burnings and car theft and by the Ku Klux Klan, and it wouldn't add up to just 1 year of black on black murders and deaths perpetrated on our own community.
Because we've been fooled again.
This year.
Because we have been fooled again. We have been tricked to believe in the lies that they have placed upon us.
What Malcolm say?
And it's over money, you know.
All over $1.
Over $1, you know, and over reputations and disrespecting people and not having enough common sense to even know what we're trying to do half the time.
All right, Mike. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Good.
He reminded me of this movie I saw the other day, Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom.
When the one slave, he was interviewing the one slave, and he was saying that, you know, that the white man needs him, and he, you know, he has a job, and he has his medical coverage, he has retirement, and it's like, I love it. And it reminds me of some of the bourgeois thinking today is that I have my job, I have this, I have my 401k, whatever, you know, and they have all these things, so they're happy. And that's just, you know, he was
happy slaves.
Happy slaves.
Oh my goodness.
You know?
It's terrible to be a happy slave.
We need to get
We'd always be slaves if we
You can have a PhD and still not know who you are. Still not.
And a lot of PhDs don't know who they are. That's a shame.
That's really a shame.
I've heard some of them talk from time to time, and I have to laugh in my mind, you know, because they don't know who
My
they
father
are.
used to say, the more book learning you get, the dumber you get. You know, you lose your common sense sometimes.
No, but we want our children to be more book learned. We want them to use the libraries up more.
But keep your common sense.
Keep your common sense and know who you are. Because it's a shame the way that we are, the way we are, and we need to change our mindset. And the man who is waking Black America up to change their mindset, Black people listen, Negroes don't, you know, and that's another thing, you know. People are so locked in their own little science that they are so locked in their own little science. You know, for instance, there's so much drugs out there in the street, and Farrakhan is educating people, don't go that route.
That's right.
But yet, and he's pulling black men up, men in prison, come out of prison, they're becoming in the Nation of Islam, they're learning, they're awakening, and they're saying, I wish I had known this before. But people don't want these people to know this. They take you to church every Sunday, and in church I'm saying there's nothing wrong with going to church, but know who you are, black man. But go to church and save yourself, save your soul, become somebody, but know the truth. And truth can set you free of the madness. You know, men like W.E.B. Du Bois and Marcus Garvey and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, they were all black leaders who awakened black America. Before them, there was Nat Turner and Denmark Vesey and Gabriel Prosser. No, these three people, these particular three black men, I wave my hat off to them every time I think about them, because Nat Turner went on the first and only freedom revolution, I want to say, that took lives. He took over 53, they say 53 or something like that, lives, but we think he took more. And he killed people for freedom. Revolution, revolution, revolution. Some people say, we don't need to have no bloody revolution. What are you talking about? There's a revolution going on right now in America where they are killing black boys every day. Where are they shooting them 41 times and hitting them 19 times with guns? The revolution with drugs in the street, that's killing young people. AIDS is killing black people left and right, so there is a revolution going on. But Nat Turner and Denmark Vesey and Gabriel Prosser, them men took the heat. These men started stuff going. They said freedom or bust. And they said it was freedom because it ain't bust. Today we're still fighting, we're still in the revolution. Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth. And then there was this white man called John Brown who said enough was enough. He tired of slavery. And they fought for freedom. They were the enemy of a system that enslaved black America. Ain't that something? These men were the enemy of a system that enslaved black America. Just like Jesus was the enemy of a system that enslaved black people, enslaved people in his time. Today, we have a man who they call an enemy of a system that is enslaving black people, and we fail to look to that man for leadership. We got a problem. We got a serious problem. I'm going to take your call. You on there?
Yes, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm listening. This is the kind of program that I say that it's made because it just goes to show you. I was talking to someone earlier today. I think it was my mother. You know, the kind of thinking that we have, because like I say, if you have someone out there basically that's speaking the truth, and that's something that we as black people definitely need. You know, we're living in a fantasy world, if you will,
world of illusion.
Right, and see that's what gets us every time. It's just like that person that's on drugs or whatever. He or she will say, well, I can quit any time. That's the problem. To me, you're living in a world, basically, that has lied to you from day one. This country was founded on lies. It was based upon racism. They don't teach you this in school. I was saying to my mother today, I said, you know, did you know that Jesus had black relatives? The Bible said it was 14 generations before he came on this earth. Black blood all through his generation. All through him. And I mean, you know, it makes me angry to sit up here and see somebody say, well, you know, blonde hair and blue eyes. No such thing. No such thing. And man, he just got through saying Jesus was murdered himself for trying to free the captive minds of people of his day.
That's
He spoke the truth. They didn't like that. And I mean, today, whether it's you, JoJo, or me, or the young lady in the studio with you, you're going to be killed or hated. He told you you'll be hated for my namesake because the fact is that you spoke the truth. And that's why people of the civil rights era and before that were murdered and killed, because the fact is the world does not want to hear the truth. And God said it best more so than anybody. He said men love darkness more than they love light. And that's all that you see down here. Corrupt politicians, corrupt police officers, corrupt society, people in society, period. This is the kind of society that we uphold. It's nothing but darkness and lies, filth, and garbage that you see out there today. And then when you look at your own race of people who will not stand up and do for self, the perfect science is you have to do for yourself. I mean, you can't let other people basically put things in your community. Okay. I was just thinking the other day to myself, I said, wait a minute now, if my life depended on it, I couldn't name one black man or one black woman or either one black young person who's old enough to own a gun dealership and it's out there selling guns or whatever. The guns are not being put in our neighborhood by our own people. Just like the drugs are not being put in our neighborhood by our own people. We don't have that capability have foreign lands where they grow the stuff, bring it over here in ships and planes or trains or 18-wheeler trucks or whatever. I mean, something is wrong when you're a billionaire on one hand and poor on the other. You can't. You're either going to be one or the other. You cannot be both, because of the simple fact is, truth would tell you that, wait a minute, something's wrong here.
Right.
We're not putting the stuff in our neighborhood that's messing up our minds. And I like what the young lady was saying as far as the billboards or whatever. How do you think these people are getting to be drunk and advertising cigarettes or whatever? Because of the fact is, Philip Morrison just told you not too long ago, they spiked the levels of nicotine.
That's
they
right.
did that to the cigarettes. What do you think they're doing to the alcohol?
All right.
That's right.
What do you think they're doing to the alcohol? Just stop and think about it.
That's right.
It's nothing but legalized drug paraphernalia being advertised in your community, but yet still, we're stupid as a race of people to even allow that, and at the same time, you put up with that. So it's our fault. When you don't do for yourself, it's